Don't do this at home. AJ's got a new blend. You know I gotta review it. The New World Camaroon. Been waiting for this one for a while. Just got these in the mail the other day, so you know what that means. They haven't sat in my humidor very long, and I just wasn't able to resist smoking them, so I'm just gonna go ahead and review it. Why not? Obviously, by the name, we have an African Camaroon wrapper. The binder and filler both coming from Esteli, Nicaragua. The size, a Toro 6x50. Price point 5 to 7. Appearance is pretty smooth overall. A bit lighter in color than your standard AJ Fernandez stick. The seams are nice and tight. There's a small crack down at the bottom on the wrapper, and actually a small gap at the top on the back side. You won't be able to see the picture where the first cap meets the wrapper. So a couple small imperfections there. Very subtle hay aroma off of the wrapper. Not too strong. Let's get a cut. Hay again on the pre-light draw, which is a little on the tight side. Might go for a second cut later on, but we'll see how it draws right now. Let's get lit. Well guys, pretty decent start. The first thing that hit my tongue was just a big flavor of toast. After that it gets a little unclear. Big bucket of spice on the tongue, possibly just from the light, not sure. Other than that, it's nice and silky. I will say I was expecting it to be really medium bodied, and it was at first. But then it almost seemed like it went into maybe more of the medium full range. So we'll see what happens with the body later on. Plenty of smoke output. The draw actually nice and clean right now, so I'm not gonna change that. Yeah, great start to that, and we'll smoke for a little while and check in again and see what else we come up with. We're 10 to 15 in this thing. Pretty darn good. The body seems to be sticking pretty close to a medium bodied. Burn, I don't know how well you can see that, but you need a magnifying glass to see an imperfection, and it's just a flawless burn. The ash looks pretty decent as well. Nice and kind of a light gray. Flavor wise, almonds, a little bit of coffee, and just at the end of the finish, kind of that almond flavor just kind of morphs into like a graphite type flavor. It's not real significant, but worth noting. The draw is still a little bit of that toast flavor, so that first thing that I noticed is still sticking around for that draw flavor, morphs into a little bit of almond, and a little bit of spice on the retrohale. Other than that, going really well. So gonna keep smoking it, and I'll check in again later. Well, almost to the halfway point. Through the second third at the least. Just had to take that secondary band off. Really not a whole lot of change. The burn wasn't quite as even for a while there, but then it evened itself out nice and easy. So progressing well. Nothing really to talk about. No big flavor changes or anything. Just kind of trucking along. I'll check in one more time before I put it down. All right, that about does it for that one. Get out of here, smoke. Go on. All right, let's go over that again. First third, really nice start. Not too complex. On the draw, a bit of toast. Throughout the finish, some almond, morphing into a little bit of a graphite flavor. Nice pepper on the retrohale. That was pretty much the same through the second third as well. Final third, saw a little bit of earth, a bit of a leathery, leathery flavor in the finish as well. But core flavors really nice, a nice silky smooth almond flavor, and just that nice kind of toasted bread flavor as far as the draw is concerned. A little bit more bold in the final third. Really quite a good stick. Overall, I really wasn't impressed with the appearance of the cigar. It had a nice silky smooth wrapper, but man, there was just some imperfections in it. There was some cracking at the bottom. There was a few kind of marks on this one side of it, and then that big gap where that cap was laid, kind of sloppy. But it smoked really well. There's a couple uneven points in the burn, but it always evened itself out just by itself, no touch-up required. So that was really nice. The draw was fantastic. Lots of really good flavor in that. Very medium body, pretty much all the way. It seemed maybe a little bit heavier at first, but it really kind of evened out into a nice medium body. Touch of strength towards the center portion of it, but not really a whole lot to speak of. So a really nice medium-bodied addition to the lineup, which is really great. I know AJ Fernandez usually sticks towards a lot of those full-bodied, heavy-hitting smokes. This one packed a lot of really great flavor with a medium body, and that was something I saw in an interview with him, that he was looking for more of like a earlier in the day cigar, and this is really kind of fits that bill. This is something you could smoke in the morning, afternoon, and really you can smoke it in the evening as well. But I would probably lend this more towards like a lunchtime cigar, and then ramp up to something in the more fuller range for an evening cigar. Not bad. I will have to say that this is really, I didn't let it age in my humidor very long. I started filming a video on how much humidor aging affects the flavor and performance of a cigar. And I started that with a really well-known cigar that's been out for a really long time. And I was thinking about it, I was like, I really need to do that with like a new blend, something that I know hasn't sat very long at a factory or at a distributor before I get it. So I think in 3 months, I'm gonna let the other sticks that I have of these sit in the humidor. So in 3 months, look for a video on how much does a humidor age affect the flavor of a cigar. I'm gonna make a new video. I'm gonna smoke one of these after they've sat for a while, and I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna watch this footage again and see, what I thought of that cigar then, try and remember what I thought of it now, and compare it to what this cigar is like in 3 months after it's had some nice time to age, get those tobaccos blended together a little bit more, and kind of give you guys an idea of how much that really affects a cigar, because I think it's huge. I think that letting that cigar sit in your humidor really has a big effect on the smokability of it, the way that the tobaccos blend together, and we'll see. I'm kind of curious, because this cigar was good to me, but I can just tell smoking it that it could be better. So we'll see what I think in 3 months when I come back to this cigar. I'm not even gonna smoke any one of the other ones that I have. I'm gonna let them all sit. I don't want to smoke any more of them. I want to see what the potential that they have to be is. So really looking forward to that. If you're watching this video and it's been up for a while, I'll put the link for the new video right here in the corner. So if I've got that one filmed, it'll be right there. I'm trying to think if I have anything else to add to that. That's pretty much all I got. It was a good stick. I really liked it. Again, not real happy about some of the imperfections in it, but it happens. Is what it is. If you're looking to buy cigars, I put a link in the description to Cigar Page. They're one of the best places, in my opinion, the best place to buy cigars on the planet. They don't have the hugest selection. They don't have every single cigar out of every single lineup, but everything that you buy from them ships free, and I love that. and they also have the cheapest prices anywhere. You can just look at one retailer to the other and their cigars are cheaper no matter what. So I endorse them. I really like the deals that I get from them, so that link is in the description below if you're interested in that. Other than that, I'm just gonna have to say happy smoking, guys. We'll see you next time.